right, the breaking news is out. Let's see what the numbers look like. A surprise on the upside of GDP. Oh, where's my, where is that? Why am I not seeing my, I put it up there. Oh, there it is, okay. They were looking for 4.3. They got 4.9. Jacking that puppy up. So confuses the, what it really does is it confuses this whole situation with interest rate increases. Is the economy collapsing? Earnings are all over the place on a good way. It does it all. It does it all. All right. They're firm. They knew 14 minutes ago that these numbers were like that, and that's that classic. The information is put out there, and for the media, like as if we trust the media anymore in this country. And there is the dollar index right there. Let's see, what's it say here? The ECB has just revealed to the world that it is to keep the main. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That was very good that they didn't increase. But then again, that's part of the situation. And you can see here the dollar index still rising. Let's put it up over here. Let me go find the dollar index right here. And there's the dollar index. Let's see, right there. There's the dollar index. You can see it's still perking its head up, and we're still in that weekly buy. And we say that over and over and over. And so that's really what the issue is all about in the end. Ooh, let's get to the chat line. I haven't even turned on the chat line yet. And, there I am. So, there we are. And is anybody else? Yep, there's Robin. There's Janos. Hey, guys. How you doing? Sorry about your father. It's as they get older, you gotta, it's like the reverse. Instead of them watching over you, you're watching over them. My kids are always torturing me that way. They're trying to always watch over me. It's like, no, I'm fine. Surging. I wouldn't call it surging, but they're definitely firm. Okay, now I'll call it surging. The S&P's up at 94. You're right. There's 92. Let's get it up on the screen here on the intraday. You are right. It is a surge. Now they started the surge. And let's put it up on the whole screen there. So the news came out. Let's put it this way. It came out right around here at 15. Where's 15? Right there. They released it to the press right around here. Right there. In that spot. And so they take it up a little bit. Someone sells it down. They let them sell it down so that they can buy it lower. And then there it is on that spike there. There is, let's see, where's the news? Yeah, that's the news right there. It was released right there. So the first inclination was they sold it down off the news within the first 4 seconds. Then 18 seconds later, they bottom. And within the first 46 seconds after the news is out, they take it up. Yeah, I call that a surge. You're right. That is a surge. And now we've played all the way up to almost the, where did we get to? 95 almost? Right around 95 and stalled out. Now we're back to 90. We'll see how well it holds up. You can see we went into the buy right here off of that one. And so it moved from the 86 all the way to the 95 almost. 94.25. 9-handle move in 4 minutes. So not bad. Yeah, that's a good surge. And we'll see how well they hold up. You can see our other intraday shorter term indicators. This is the shortest. This is only 2,023 ticks. This one is 18,000 ticks, whereas this is 2,000 ticks, and this one's 40,000 ticks. So you can see they're trying to get into the buy here, It's very close. We have 25 more ticks, 2,500 more ticks. And if it closes there, then it goes into the buy. You can see here, this is already the 40,000 has that been in the buy since, let's see, 1530 and 208. Okay, so they've been in the buy now since right here, which is literally 3 hours ago. They went into the buy 3 hours ago, sold down, missed making a new low, turned around, and that's, it confirmed it. It stayed in the buy. So it's been in the buy since this one right here. So we had to go through a little wild ride. This is 1,000 ticks away now on this one right there. And we'll see, there's trading at 92. Now it's only 800 ticks away. It's going to close in a confirm, and we'll see how they go and challenge the low on this or keep on rolling. And there we are. We are 400 ticks away, and that's the action. Let's see, Yano says 30% plus. What are the dailies on the weeklies for Russell 2000? That's the one I want to look at. I've looked at that Russell yesterday, and we'll go through the rest of them too. AMD was correlated to the NVDA decline. Yes, this is true. And you can see that closed in the buy with no problem. Now, let's go over and check out what Giannis is talking about. Let's go take a look at the Russell. And it's been sinking into the ground. It just refuses to stop. Maybe today they will stop it. Let's see. Here it goes. It's flat. That's what it is. It's flat at the moment. You can see it's off its lows. The low today is 1648.9, or basically 1649. Right now it's closing at it's trading at 1660. It's 11 points off the lows. The high today is 62, and we're trading at 61. So yes, they're making a nice move on the upside here. Would be nice. We've been in a weekly sell on that poor thing for so long, and we've talked about how much, it went into the weekly sell around almost the 2,000 area. It's dropped 20 some odd percent. From the week that the fast went into the weekly sell at 1900 and where's it at? 1985.5 with a high that week of that day of 2007. And then the following week and a half, I guess it is, it went into the weekly sell at the 1921, and we've only found ways to be down. Each sell has been a half. Let's see, where's the sell there? There's a sell right. Nope, that's not a sell. There is the sell right there. And then we went into a. Let's see, we haven't put the buys in on this thing. Let's see if we can grab some of the buys. Let's fix this thing up. Let's move this over. Let's move this over. And what we'll do is we'll go like that. So, let's see. From that weekly sell, let's do the weekly sell. So it goes into the sell there, and we have a little slide. Then it goes into a buy. Let's see, where's it go into a buy? Right there? Yeah, right there. It goes into a buy. You can't take it, of course. You're only taking a profit at this point. And then it goes back into the sell right there. Nope, not there. Right there, nope. Right there, it goes into, nope, doesn't go into a sell again until right there. Okay, so we can move that over. And then it's in the sell there. So that's a nice win. Let's put the buy in there. The buy goes into a buy there. That's a simple little win. The sell there goes in there, sell there. That's a simple little win. Well, the buy doesn't, we don't trade the buy because it's in the sell. You go into a buy right there. And again, we don't take the buy because, it's in a weekly sell. Then we go and put it in the next sell, which is right there. It's a simple little win, nothing major. And then we see, where is it? We go into a buy right there, right there, and then we go back into the sell again, right there. And that's another nice win. So it's getting choppy in here. That's interesting. When you get into these, all of a sudden, well, it's a buy for like 4 or 5 days. It's cool. And then it gets into a sell for just a couple of days. Things are starting to turn. Gets into a buy for just 2 days, and it's a horrible buy. And then, but it's not, well, it's not really in a buy, just a daily buy. So you can't take it because, again, we're in weekly sells. And then this one you take because it's a daily sell, weekly sell, daily sell, weekly sell, daily sell, weekly sell. You know, that's the way we work here. And so but this was interesting. Boy, the beginning of it up in the 1900 area goes into a daily sell and drives itself down to 1800 over weeks, like 3 weeks. And you see that pressure on it. And then, so forth and so on. So this is the Russell 2000. Let's save that so we can take a look at it again. We looked at this yesterday, too. I'm always watching it from afar. Let's see, was it Save Workspace? There it is. I always watch it from afar because, again, this is what the Tech 100 used to be 30 years ago. 25 years ago. That's what this was. This is the Tech 100 of those days, or the NASDAQ 100, All right, now let's go over and check out what Janos was looking for on the other products. And let's head over to there and there. And we'll get back to the dollar index. Unless someone wants to see the dollar index, just let us know. We'll go back to it. And so then from there, let's see. The first one was, I want to see AMD. Let's find AMD. There's AMD. And you can see there, the AMD at this point went into the buy right there. And we were in a daily sell from there, so you can't take that buy. And it's been staying in the daily sell, but it's staying in the weekly buy. And it keeps on, looks like it's trying to find a base. Now this is screwed up today. I wouldn't worry about that. We'll, let's see if we can fix that a little bit. Because it's reflecting yesterday's highs and openings and not the close, because it's showing you that. Let's see if we do this. So we just go with regular hours. Let's see if we can get that on there. Just regular hours, not pre, not post, just regular trading hours. Let's see what happens. Okay, there. So then I think what we can do is if we go into the 24-hour, it may reflect today's trade. Nothing more, not the high or lows or the opens, just the trade itself. Let's see, how do we do that? Not there. Cancel that. Cancel that. Go like that to the instrument. And let's see if the 27 will do it. No, won't do that. So if we do this again, go back. I know one of these time references will just reflect that. Maybe the default? No, that didn't do it either. All right, let's try that again. But what it's doing is it's still aiming down on the daily. That's the problem. Now, we'll see how the first of the opening of it is. Let's see, where's it at? So regular hours again. Regular trading hours. There's regular trading hours. And then let's see if we can put... let's see what that does. No, it won't do it. All right. Sometimes it will. We can get it to close it to the right way. Now let's move over to Amazon and see what Amazon's up to. There's Amazon. Amazon is in that daily sell for a bunch of days. You can see it right there, and it's been in the weekly sell now since all the way back in here at this top of 144, 45-ish area. No. Here's another one. It went into a buy again. So, yeah, right there. 140, 142 area. It went into the weekly sell. And where we are now? We're at the 120 area. And so the daily sells, there's a daily sell right there. That was a nice winner chicken dinner. And see, there's a buy. We're not going to put the buys in. We'll put another sell in. That sell was not good. Just kind of okay at best. You got a chance to maybe get out, break even. And then there's your next sell right there. That one was okay. Again, kind of sloppy. Still in the sell. It's still in the sell from there. It's in the sell from there. Ooh, wait a minute. It went into the buy there. All right, so let's fix that. And then went right back into the sell again. Let's see. So right there is a buy. And then right there is the sell again. All right, so it squeezed you there and you lost. You got short here. It made a new low. Um, by the end, it closed lower, but it slipped into the daily buy. You had a chance to get out. Let's put it that way. You can make money there. From here to there, right to there. You can make money on it. Then the next day, it pops up, makes new highs, and goes into a sell again, and then it's another sell. And that time's even better. And we're still in that sell from that point on, from the 28 area, and we are trading at the 1920 area, 120 area. It's trading at 119.91, the 120 area. So that's been all right. Now there's Amazon. Let's go find the next Tesla. Good old Nicholas. And so that's been in the sell. Let's get rid of that. Where's that weekly sell? Weekly sell was right there. The green line breaks the manifold, so it's in the sell right there. Right there, and right there. So that's a buy, and the next day is a sell. This has been really choppy. Gets into a buy, and it's in a sell at the same time, the daily sell right there, so you can't take the long. Rides all the way down. You can't catch that ride. You can't catch this. See, it gets into a weekly buy there. And then right there, you can be long from there on. That's a win on the long side. Go into a sell here. And you're not in a long, that's for sure. You can't catch that trade because we're in a weekly buy. Then it goes into a sell here. And we get the daily sell right there. So that's a super duper win from 250 something. 240 something, 242 down to 202. Wow, that's a $40 drop, and we're still in the sell from that point. Still sitting in the sell. All right, that's Amazon. Who's next on that hit parade? Meta. What a wild animal that is, the Meta. And there is the Meta right there. Ooh. That's been in the sell from there, and it's gotten smack-a-doodle, didn't it? Right there. So it's been in the sell from there all... Oh, wait a minute. It did get into the buy there. Let's grab one of these buys. Went into a buy there, and it was in a buy. Okay, so that's fair. And then it goes into the sell right there. We'll steal that sell right there. Let's widen this out a little bit so you can enjoy it more. And so it's been in the sell ever since the 312.80, basically the 313 area, and it traded down to 306 the next day, and still in the sell, and we're now trading at 299, and it has not been able to get into the buy. Look at this. So I'm not even looking at the weekly. So it just now getting into the weekly. So it's been, you're not long out of this whole move. You're just not short on it. And now it's pushing itself way into the short side of things. So imagine if they put some strength into it today on this selling, you can try to sell it even more. I mean, this is deep down. You don't want to really take a sell on this at this point. You want it to go up into a daily buy and then take the sell at this point. All right, traders. That is the look at what Janos was asking about. How's that, Janos? Good analysis of the math? Now, we'll go back to the currencies. Since that's really curious too, isn't it? They're not raising interest rates, and the dollar's showing strength again. I seen gold looking very firm also, which was kind of interesting. And you can see right here. Let's see if we can put the gold up on the on there too on the screen. Oh, let's look at the 30-year bond also. There's the 30-year bond right there. And it was trying to get into the sell. Now it's stopped that. Look at that. It was this morning below. Now they're bringing it back up. So interest rates are dropping. GDP is growing and interest rates are dropping. Janos, you know how many times you've talked about the idea of fundamentals just like thrown out the door? There's your perfect proof. There's your perfect proof. Oh my God. This week's earnings keep trashing the tech signals for buying on all the mentioned. Yeah, I know, and that's something. It really does. Only time the techs turn around is when when the interest rates show that they're dropping. Because they're so cash intense. So interest rates are really important to the tech companies. They have that long, combination. So let me see what else we got going on here. All right, so that did it. And I wanted to show you gold too. Just normally we go to gold like with the South African rand. They've been popping it up. Today they're down lower. And just take a quick look at silver too. Silver same way. It's tried to get into the sell. Tried to lift earlier today. It was looking good, and now it's look at it. It's back playing with the sell number again. So we'll put that there like that. All right, let's go to the euro. See what the euro is up to this morning. And there is, but that's the Turkish lira. What a confusion that is. All right, there it is. We're the second day of the daily sell on the euro. They obviously were front running. They knew what was going on there somehow or another. And the math knew it too. And so then from there, let's put it up on J4X too. Right there. And so there it is right there. And you can see that weakness there. And you can see the fast is trading at 24.6. And the slow is trading at 49. It's over 50%. What a drop that is. There's a percentage thing that could be really explored. I think about that all the time. When you look at the fast and the slow, and sometimes the way it's very close to each other versus being very far away from each other. Is that like an oversold thing where it's that far away? It's like, wow. Also, there's some news out that it sounds like they're going to resolve the auto strike, auto manufacturing, the United Auto Workers. Sounds like they're going to resolve that now. So that's a good thing. And I know I saw Ford go into the daily buy there yesterday, so they knew they were front running that news too. Let's see. Maybe at the end we'll show you the Ford. Show you what's going on with Ford. Okay. So now from the euro, let's jump over to the cable. And there is the cable. Cable also in a sell for the last couple of days. You see that right there? Let's put Mr. Red Line in there. There it is. And it stayed in that weekly just the way euro is. It's in that weekly sell, and it just refuses to find a way to climb. Not even the fast is willing to climb into the buy. I mean, look at that. Let me just emphasize it a little bit more for you like that. Look at that. Even the fast doesn't even want to climb up inside the plus side of the manifold. It's been pressured in every which way. I mean, every which way. It just refuses. It just refuses. So, that is the cable. Now, from the cable, we'll go over to the what I always think of as another flight to safety, and that is the Swiss Saltine, the franc. You see there, it's in a daily buy now for 3 days. So those Swiss bankers knew what was going on. They did. They knew what was going on. They were ahead of the curve. And you can see now that what's curious is the weekly went into that sell here. And it was grudging. The fast went in there that week right there with the daily sell. But the fast took all the way to the following week to get into the daily sell. Traders usually, I always say, if you're trading option spreads, you can do a binary on that. That's no problem. It's when you try to do it nakedly against the spot, you can get in trouble. So, that's usually, we like to really not over trade around here. We like to just have positions on using combinations of options and the underlining, or the binaries, combined it all together. We like to deal in the options universe. All right, and then from the Swiss, we dance our way over to the yen. And that yen, they're banging against the 150 area. Now today they're trading above it at the moment, 150.19. It's been in the daily buy for 3 days now. It do not look like it want to change the course on that one. We'll just put that in there like that. There you go. So we're back into the buy there. It was interesting. It went into the buy here and could not get into. See, right there is a buy, and right there is red green, so you can't take that. Now in this case, now remember, intraday I don't pay attention to it, but on dailies I do. And so it's been in a buy all the way up until right here. I think that's where it was, right there. Why won't it show us? There it is right there. That is, no. That is, oh, I guess there's a gap there. Okay, so that was still in the buy. I guess it confused a little bit. Why am I not getting? Is that the 23rd? What is that? That's the 20th, the 20. What the? Yeah, the 20th. Now why is that saying? There's the 20th. So it's still in the plus. So it went into the sell just for the 1 day, but it was in a buy, so you wouldn't take it anyway. So it doesn't matter. But it just showed you they tried to push it down. It didn't seem to work, and then you jumped right back into that buy again. And then you could take the ride. Ride that pony. And look at her go. Ride that pony. All right, now from there, let's put a save in there too so we can see that again when I don't go look at it tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow's TGIF. Thank goodness it's the end of the week. Hooray. All right, now from the yen, we go to the laboratory, the big experiment of economics. How to take your currency from 1 to 30. Ow! Ow! Well, they're playing with a sell today, playing with that 30. And, we have the box around when they raised interest rates 100% in Turkey. And that lasted a whole 4 days. A whole 4 days. So they raised interest rates 100%. They went from 12.5% to 25%. And it lasted for a whole 3 days. Oh, I wonder who made money on that. Not the population of Turkey too well, did they? Hopefully they did. I hope everybody was an insider trader in Turkey. The whole country made money for 3 days on that move. Yeah, baby. And now it's like it didn't even happen. And guess what? They're not moving the interest rate back down to 12.5. No, it's still sitting at 25%. Okay. And so is the currency where they added it. All right. Now, from there, we go over to the brick. The number one brick in the world is the South African Rand. It's been on a teeny weeny little upwardly slope. Nothing major. Playing around the 19 area. Today it's trading at 1899.659, so basically 19. And you can see it's flirting with the daily sell. No, not yet. Very close. Very close. It's been in a buy for, let's grab one of these buys. There it is. It's been in a buy since right here. It's been inching its way up. It goes up as much as it goes down. It's been in a weekly buy from there too. And still riding that direction also. Now, from there, what we do is we put that up on the J4X. And let's take a peek. That's just to remind you over and over again about what the number one brick is doing at the moment. Right there. The brick has been moving up. And so we go and look at the gold again now. Gold. And see how gold is doing. Let's see, where's that at? Right there. There's the Silverado. Silverado's playing with the downside again. Kind of a little surprising there. And, we'll keep an eye on that. But that's what it's been doing. And then we go over to the gold. And there is the gold. Excuse me. So gold has been in that nice long daily buy from the 1870s, is it? 1876. And we are now flirting over the last 5 days, we've gone through the $2,000 area, 2009 here, and today it was 2003, almost 2004, and we're just still staying pretty firm out of that whole move. And we've been in the weekly buy on the fast since like right here, and the slow since right here. So it's been pretty good actually. Let's say move it over. So right there. That's where the weekly really started. So it's been an interesting move. You know, it's gone from basically the 1950 area to the 2000 area. And not the most exciting, but you know, it's okay. $50 is $50. A win is a win is a win. All right, and then from there, oh, let's save that too. There we are. Gold. Oh, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is at a plus now. Let's take a look at the intraday real quick. No, you know what? We'll do this. We'll finish off the other two metals. So there's copper. Copper's went into the sell yesterday. They tried lifting it up. It seems, and it's been in that weekly sell since back in here in the 375 area. And we've been hanging around the 355 area now. And so copper has been not too, you know, it's just it keep on, when Chi went to their Federal Reserve, I guess people were really hoping, and you could see the copper lifted from it. You know, they were hoping, wow, first time in his lifetime that he ever went to that place, and maybe he was going to straighten things out. Now, what is wrong with that? Let's fix that, because that closed in a buy there yesterday. Xi Jinping. Chi. There it is. That's still off course. Let me go check that on the exchange floor itself and see what the price tag really is yesterday. All right. There we go. Yeah, see, that's the low is way down. Let's fix that. I'm going to fix that, and this way you can see it correctly, because I don't like to show, inaccurate data. So right there, edit. See what happens when we do this. Load. Yes, there we go. All right, so let's double check that. The low yesterday was, where's that mouse at? There it is right there. Okay. Where's that? There we are. And there is. There we go. 885. Oof, 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 oof. And then the close was 12.4. There we are. All right. There we go. No, that didn't work right. What went wrong there? Close. Let's try that again. How did I screw that up? Has the close way up there without the high? How did I not fix the high? Edit. Load. The high is 917. Yowzer. Okay, there it is. Let's try it one more time. There we go. That's better. Now I messed up the low. What the hey? Edit. Load. What is wrong? Where's the low? The low is 885. I know I punched that in. I said it out loud. All right. Now it'll all look right. There we go. What a range. 885 and 917. Whew. 32 point move. There it is. Yeah, that's what pushed us into the buy yesterday. And then it's a good thing I had the line there to remind me. And we're still not through. The fast has moved. Look at that. The fast has moved really well. Problem is that the slow is still. Ooh, there was a nice tick. The slow is kind of like drifting a little bit, you know? Still not doing exactly what we would like it to do. Let me just check Monday. Monday. Let's see what the Monday looks like. See if that's right. Let's just double check that. Load. And Monday. Yeah, that's about right. 9:05. Yeah. That's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much right where it belongs. All right, so we're all good there. You can see the daily is trying to lift up, but the weekly is having its issues. Why it's not leading the gold market? Maybe it's, you know, I mean, we've seen gold go from 1850 to 2000, and here we don't really see the platinum in that same time period do anything more than go from the 1870s to, well, today is the high 918.9. What's the high? Today's high is 920. It's gone $30. That's it's very slow and anemic. And when you really let's save this, but let's go back to the silver. Over that same time period, silver's had that same issue. It has not been able to lift, which is curious. I think they're hedging it, using it as the hedge. I mean, over the same time period, well, it did go from 22 to 24. So that's pretty good. A $2 move, and gold went up, $150 from it all. So that's not bad, I guess. That's a ratio. Let's see, percentage wise, that's like what's that, 17%? And so for this, that's like a dollar is a 10% move. So it's like an 8% move in silver. So we're not really getting that, and then it's cascading, it's like, then you take a look at the move in platinum, and it's not, not even remotely close. It's barely like 3%, not even that. It's like a 2% move. So we're really having and when you think about the percentage of it all, it's obviously gold has been moving the best, and silver the second best, and platinum the third, which is really odd to watch that happen. Usually platinum leads this stuff. We can't even get it to lead. Probably means that they're going to sell the metals down once everything is calmed down in the Middle East. That's probably what it's screaming. Probably see 1700 gold. I can see that now in 4 months or something like that. We'll be like 1730 gold or 40 gold. And it'll be like, I can't believe it. We've gone back into the 17s again. Or maybe it'll be 1780 or I don't know, something like that. It'll break the low. But more than likely, if this thing won't get going in the platinum, I have my doubts that they can hold the metals up. All right, now from there, we dance our way over to... Oh, let me check the chat line, make sure no one's asking any questions there. Nope, no questions. All right, now we'll go over to the energy sector. And so what we'll do is we'll throw the Canadian up on the J4X right there. And the Canadian's doing the same thing, just climbing up. And when it climbs up like that, that's usually a bearish sign for the energy sector. So let's put Brent. Let's do this. Let's move that there. Brent. There it is right there, BZ. And there's Brent. Brent is down for the day. And let's put it up over here. There's the Brent right there, moving down. You see, let's put oil. You see oil over here. There is West Texas Intermediate moving down. It's in a daily sell for 3 days. The weekly is flirting with trying to get into the buy there, which is very curious because over in Brent, the weekly has no interest at all. And it's staying in that same sell tradition as you see here, except for it's trying to flirt with it. And then from there, let's go back to here. And when we look at on our new beta, what's interesting is that the West Texas. Let's see, where's West Texas? The American oil All right. I saw it. There it is right there. It's holding up in the weekly also. See that? It's not doing what the, and you can see there's the West Texas looking the same way and breaking down. So West Texas is 3 days in a sell also, but the weekly refuses to join and the fast is broken down. And that's curious in its own right. On the weekly, it's doing that. So it's not really showing a lot of love for the energy sector. And when you look at it over here, even you look at the chart, you can see it. That's concerning. I mean, the way that thing looks, look at that. It's like a failed, missed new high. Will they go after the lows of 80? Will they see 79? Anything's possible. All right, now from there, we march over to, we'll go over to natural gas. Let's see, nat gas right there. You can see nat gas is 3 days in a buy. It's been holding up very firm. It's 4 weeks now in a buy on the deck contract. Let's save that. Right there. Deast, baby, deast. Natty gas. There we are. And then over here on J4X, let's do this. We'll leave Canadian there. And we'll put the, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll go take a look at the energy company down in Spain. Energy company in Spain. Let's see. Espanol. Find it in a second. Right. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't see it. There it is right there. And you see that? Up to 87. When we started off the week, we were looking at it in the 20s, 2620. Now we're in the 2680s. And over here, we can see it on our beta. Where is that? It's in here somewhere. We got lots of products in my beta, so I can monitor them all, see how they're acting against our old platform. There it is right there. Let's put it up over here. And there it is. Same thing with the strength. Days in a buy, and the weekly, second week in a buy. It's not letting go. Now, natural gas in the States is been in a weekly buy for a couple, 4 weeks. And I think when we look at, let's go put nat gas. That's European. Let's go put nat gas in there. Light, Brent gas. There's, it's at that 340 area. Let's take a look at it on the weekly. And that's been a couple weeks in. It had a battle with it last week, but it's climbing back in again. So it was a strength for like 4 weeks and went into a sell and then back into a buy again. We'll have to check the lines to make sure that's confirmed or not. I don't think it is. It's at what, 6802, and we're looking at 80. Well, yeah, it's in a sell. I went into a sell and now it's back into the buy again. And that might be, that also might not be the December contract. That might be the spot November contract still, which expires this week. All right. So from there, let's go over and look at the, let's see. I saw Bitcoin. Let's do this. We'll go, first of all, let's go back to the stock indices and see what's going on with the stock indices. So here is, there's the stock index. So here we are at, as Jano says, they are spiking them up. And we're holding in that buy since here, right there. And all that did is that moved from the 193 area to the 201 area. Nice move. And this one has been doing it since the, where's it at? From the 87 area. 187 area got up to the 201 area, the longer one. I like to trade my options off this one down here. That's what I do. And you can see it's still lifting up and holding some strength. You know, the Dow Jones, and now we'll go take a look at the individuals. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, because yesterday it fought not to fall into the sell, which was curious in its own right. And there it is right there. You know, it tried to close in a buy and failed. We got a red and a green, but it's above the line, and today it's above it again. If we turn into a green, it's going to start to lift. Problem is the weekly, you can't see any of that. Let's go back to here. The problem is with that is it's just not doing it. It's not lifting. And and let me just show you again what we were talking about there. You see they're just still climbing up. Now it's too even. It was at 201 and 202. It's still in a little buy right here. Now it's starting to weaken again. You can see that it's starting to break down. Let's see if this, what we got, there's 1900 ticks. And we'll see when it hits, if it starts to push into the sell. You can see this is in a buy from there, from right there. So it's not been the most explosive. This one has been the better from 187. And now it's trying to push in with 1500 ticks. It keeps on trying to flirt. It's got a big tail though. Look at that big tail. A lot of times with those big tails you get some weakness on the next bar. And you can see that pressure. And so that is the pressure we're seeing on the stock market right now. You know, it might be a grudging move on the upside. You know, people have been selling it, or funds have been selling it. You know, they're rotating. We're getting ready to move out of October into November. This might be the bottom in some ways. We'll see over the next week or so. See if we can start to get that weekly turning up. Now, go back to the daily. Let's see when this thing finishes off. There's 85 ticks, 84 ticks, 63 ticks, 51 ticks, 40, 20, bingo. And now it's showing that pressure there. Let's see if this thing climbs through. We'll come back. We'll go and take a look at, and that's the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and it's trying to lift up, and it is plus for the last 2 days here. This takes a lot of work on the weekly. Now from there, let's take a look at the Tech 100. And there's the Tech 100. And the Tech 100 tried to get into that buy yesterday and failed miserably. The weekly was doing the same thing. It was trying to climb into a buy and failed miserably. It was above the line. That's the start of the day. And so we're going to have to climb all the way up into this area here to get it into that weekly buy. And you can see that pressure on it at the moment. We're still down, 58 points. So it's going to take some work and we have today and tomorrow. See if they get up into that middle area, and then maybe they'll start to do some real lifting on the upside. But we'll see. Let's do this. Let's put the S&P 500 right there. You can see right there. There's the contracts trading at 4,178. That's the cash too. That's not the futures contract. So there's a premium on the futures contract. That's why it's, you can see it over here, the different price tag. It's trading at 4,200, so it's a 22-point premium on the futures contract. Because this is the December contract right here, right there. Now you can see here it's just started a new bar, and it's still in the buy from this point right there. So it's still hanging out in the buy from there, that close. So it's gone up. It's gone down, challenged it. Now it's trying to do it again. If this closes in a buy, and these two are in buys, it's just telling us that there's more buying coming on, and you would think they'll run up to, say, the 20-ish area. What is that, 20? 14 area. From the 14 area? 14, 15 area, something like that. All right, now let's take a look at that contract right there. You can see it's trying to level off. It's it's 98 and change, 99, and you can see it's not looking any better than the other two futures contracts. They are having a hard time to get this thing to lift into the buy itself. All right, and then from there we go over to let's take a look again at the Russell 2000, see if it got past that 62 area. 64.9 right now with a high today of 66. So it's lifted more since we've looked at it earlier this morning when Giannis was asking for it. So it's trying to lift up. It's going to take a lot of work to get this thing into the buy side too. All right, now last of the things that we look at in the equity market is the Bitcoin, and we're looking now at the ETF Bitcoin right there. And there it is right there. And it's been climbing. It's been in that buy. It's actually flirting with the daily sell today. It's been in that weekly buy since all the way back in here in the $18 area. This is the ETF of the Bitcoin. So it's looking very positive. A lot of strength in it. The futures contract, I'm sure, follows this more than this follows the futures contract. But because this is chasing the cash itself. And when we go over to here, let's see, this is to show you. When we go over to here, and we look at the actual Bitcoin itself, right there, you can see it's doing the same thing. It's been in a buy for a long while, showing a lot of strength. And same thing here. It's been in a daily buy for a long while, climbing up. This is the actual Bitcoin itself, and that's what the ETF is following, is the Bitcoin itself, not the futures contract. I think this has much more liquidity. So, all right, traders, what should we call today? We talked about a lot of interesting things. The tech companies, trying to put a bottom in, interest rates dropping. That's kind of a positive thing right there alone. What can we call today's title? And GDP. Let's see, fundamentals and GDP don't match, something like that. How does that sound? Because that's really the truth of it all. I mean, we're climbing, GDP's growing, Fed's trying to slow us down, and interest rates are dropping. So, I mean, that's the real truth of it all. It's like, what? Where did that come from, So I think that's what we'll call it. That'll be the title today. Title: GDP plus plus all right, plus, and maybe we should use this symbol. I like that idea. GDP plus, let's see if we can find the plus. There it is right there. GDP plus interest rates minus That's curious. You would have thought that the interest rates would have risen because it would have, it's telling you that the economy is lifting and the Federal Reserve is fighting that. And what did they do in the end? They take it the other way. All right, traders. We will catch you all tomorrow on TGIF. This is Doc from North America saying happy trails to you. Until we meet again, it'll be tomorrow. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders.